Hey, what's up, everyone? It's been another crazy day in the markets, and now we got the Trump tariffs coming into effect. We clearly saw what happened today at market close and that massive slide into the overnight session, which just opened. But let's just get into what I was seeing this morning when I got to the desk. We'll cover the trades. I traded my new top one account. They officially launched today. This is something I want to make a video on and get into, but they've introduced the Project X platform. That's the platform that's used by TopStepX, and I find for a beginner trader, anybody learning to trade, is the most user friendly, cleanest platform out there. So looking forward to that. I'm going to actually make some videos on how I use it, how I use they got some really cool risk parameters that you can put in place, over trading, daily max loss limit. You can lock yourself out of the account. Just some really cool stuff for a beginner trader that I think is just helps you build those. You get those mental reps and you build that discipline you need. So, anyways, let's just get to the charts and go from there. So, getting to the desk in the morning, it feels like we're kind of in a bit of a range here now again. We had this slide down. We made this lower low. And prices kind of just got back up into this area, call it 5,700 to 5,600. And it's kind of chopped around in there. Even though we had some nice moves up, that move got erased, and then that move went up again. And then slowly into the overnight, we had price pulling back down again. So you're back into this range. If we can hold the point of control, I'll be looking to be long. Anything below here, I'll be looking to be short. But, again, this week has been a tough read, the last few weeks, actually. So I'm going to more read and react versus just coming up with a bias coming into the market. Let's get into the trades themselves. So this was my first trade. I was on stream this morning with the SFX. It's the launch of Top One, so there's some we had some great discussions on there. Clay came on there, who's one of the founders of Top One. But basically, I missed all the moves in the beginning of market open there. We had that push higher. Comes back down here to the previous day's New York view up and New York view up, and look at that beautiful hold, and then she gone again. So I get off stream. I'm looking for a trade. I see this high day anchor I got on here, and price kind of just sit above it. Bookmap's got a ton of activity going on above it, so I'm looking to be long. The CVD is plus 15,000. Everything is telling me the sellers are in full control. So I enter small, 2 micros. I want to go long. I want to take it up to 5,700 is my final target. But there's a bunch of roadblocks on the way that we got to get through. But I'm going to trail my stop aggressively as we get into profit, and I'll get over that and get through that. But as you can see, I get into the trade. We get automatically a pullback. A few people bought down here, which was a much better buy price than I got it at. They waited for it to pull back, find a clean hold off of the initial balance high, and then push off of there. Anyways, I'm still in the trade. We get up to here. I take one off at high day. This thing comes back down on me. I got my stop locked there. I'm taking out on that one. I'm up $150. So that's not bad for a 2 micro trade. I'm happy with it. I think it was 30 points or something like that, maybe less. But anyways, I'm up 150. I'm feeling good. So call it a win. The next trade. Now this is a little bit later. Again, same idea. I take a high day view up break, but I actually wait for price to kind of break the high day view up, and then you see it just sits above it here, and the buyers are maintaining control. The sellers can't seem to get it under this high day view up, so we get a nice push here. We hold it for a few minutes. I enter long. This time just 1 micro. I'm not looking to lose the profits from my earlier trade, so something I did yesterday. So I just wanted to play it safe, and with the tariff news coming in today, the markets are going to be volatile. But this price structure, this bullish price structure, and this price pushing higher was just textbook. So I get in, manage it, and all I do with this one is I just trail my stop. Pull it up to here, let it sit. As soon as we get this move, I pull it up to here, let it sit. As soon as we get this flush candle, I decide to. Normally I would have held here, but you know what? I wanted to get the profits out of it today, so I was just like, you know what, if we break this candle by 50%, I think price is gonna pull back. So I lock my stop halfway through this flush candle. What happens? We get to the top here, we get some indecision. Price pulls back, I get stopped out. It chops around here for a bit, and then I think it moves a little bit higher, another leg, but you know what? I'm good with it. I'm up. I don't know what that is, 300. I don't know what that is actually, 260? Yeah, no, I'm up 260 on the account. And yeah, and that was that. And then I stopped trading that account. We did a marketing meeting, and then I got into taking my first trade on my new top one straight to funded 50K account. And this was one of my textbook trades I'm taking later in the day, taking it just before MOC, but price structure was just, it was telling me that that I wanted to take this trade. So I wish I had this chart blown out a bit more, but you could see price pulls back down from high a day. We hold this initial balance high, we get a nice bounce, we pull higher, then we come down and we start making higher lows. So I'm thinking almost like, is it time to maybe look at a short? What else is there left? And I realized that as we're coming up to MOC here and we're into the last half an hour of the market open, we take the high day view up for the first time cleanly. And you can see here price holds this New York view up. So the buyers are definitely taking a stand. And if we can get a bullish push here, I'm going to take a bet that this is going to run up into the close. What happens? We break high day. I enter 5 micros. I have a little more risk on, but I'm looking to take profits aggressively. We get this push higher. I take 2/3 off there, 3 of the 5. Another push higher, take one more. Last one, I have my stop. By the time we get up to here, I put my stop below these candles. We're heading into MOC. And basically, I get stopped out there. So 227 on those. So it's not I'm happy with that. First trade in that account, and I'm up $227. So I'll call it a day. And then we had this. Let's just have a look at this. This is just wild. And that's how the day ends. This is a 15-minute chart, and as you can see down here, this is market open. We get this push higher. We get a bit of a pullback. We take this into MOC, and then look at this wick. Boom, almost 5,800. Like, geez, and then like that. Tariff news, it's in full effect. Here we are. 120 point, what is that actually? So it's 57.80 all the way down to 54.80. Wow. Gee. So what is that, 300 points wick to wick? Am I reading that right? Anyways, just wild. I don't think I'm going to trade much tomorrow, to be honest. I might let this shake out. So let's see what happens. Going to play it tight and go from there. And yeah, just coming and looking at the calendar. That's it. That's all she wrote. I had that day loss yesterday. Today I'm up. I'm up 330 on the week. I'm up back up into to where I was when I started in the 100K funded account. So I'm at 2,200 in profit, 3,100 is a profit target. And this account, the straight to funded, I'm up 227. I'll find a better way of updating it now that I'm trading 2 accounts again, but we'll go over it later on. But yeah, so let's see what happens tomorrow. I'm just going to stay focused and disciplined and really be careful. It's going to be the next 2 days here are going to be a wild ride in the markets, to say the least. So I will catch you guys all tomorrow.